Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning. I wanted to jump on here real quick to talk to you about something that's coming through really strongly that needs to be shared. Back to that idea that I shared a few videos ago of you are not defenseless. We're going to go to another level with that. I know that many of you, this is 2 days after the inauguration, January 22nd, 2025. And many of you are feeling upset, wondering what the heck, what timeline did you fall onto, um, frightened perhaps for your neighbors or for your family, depending. Policies are being changed, executive orders are being signed, plans are uh, definitely in the works for some things that could be very scary looking to some of you, some of us. And so what I am given to remind you is to escape the consequences, the reality of a bad dream. What's the way out of a bad dream, of a nightmare? It is to wake up. The way out of feeling trapped in a reality that is unpleasant and scary to you is to, I'm seeing trauma, step up and out of the trauma state and into ascension, to wake up. As Seth said, if you are experiencing boogeymen, as long as you hold them to be real and true, you have to treat them as real and true. But when you wake up and you realize you're not real and true, it's like waking up from a bad dream. It's like, oh, yeah, that's not real. Then you're fine. And it's that same idea. It's like we pull ourselves down into buying the trauma drama, scary bad dream scenario, and we have the ability to wake up out of it and go, oh, here I am. Gosh, that was interesting, and having those experiences was interesting, but here I am. I'm fine. That's what the waking up, the ascension is, the remembering who and what you truly are. And the thing about it is, I just did a talk, one of those weekly spirit talks that I've started doing for members of the Patreon community, but right now for January, they're open to everybody. But last night's topic was parallel universes, parallel realities, timelines, how they interweave in and out constantly and dovetail, depending on what we're vibrating with. That's what the whole thing was about. And what I have to remind you is that you are a you first of all, one of the most important things, you are God consciousness, experiencing through the perspective and focus of Mary, Sue, Joe, Alexander. You are God consciousness, expressing potentials and experiencing through this focused personality that you know yourself as in this lifetime. But what you are is the God consciousness. So I am, that's the I am, and I hold this physical personality focus that's having these experiences and living this story where Trump just got inaugurated, that kind of thing. But I am, and I hold that focus and storyline and personality. I'm not it. I'm not just it. I hold it. And I can pull my focus out and wake up to who and what I really am. What I have to remind you of is that we are multi-dimensional consciousnesses. We literally exist in all our possible states simultaneously in the infinite now, in an infinite present. We experience time because we experience an event, we learn from it, and we change. And as we change, and then we're on to a new event and changing, we perceive that as time. But there is no time. All of our possibilities exist simultaneously in the infinite present. So the thing is, for instance, if there's a version of you that broke your leg yesterday, there's also a version of you that didn't break your leg. There's a version of you that maybe broke your leg, but not as badly, or maybe just it was a sprain. There's a version of you that really maybe did terrible damage and needs a whole reconstruction. I mean, all of your possibilities exist simultaneously, and they're not just theoretical. They are vibrational realities, and you experience the version and the weaving of the versions of what you vibrate with, what you accept to be true for yourself. And the more and more we become conscious and awake, the more we realize we have choice of what to vibrate with and why we're vibrating with something and accepting it and making changes to that. The reason I bring that example up is, so, okay, so it's maybe here there's a version of you that to one degree or another does or doesn't understand the idea of parallel realities, parallel universes in which all of your possibilities exist, and you exist in all your possibilities. There's a version of you that has awakened, that is really in the ascension or really gone through quite a lot of ascension, and you're going through updates right now. Something's pinging off in you right now as I speak. Oh, light bulb. Right, there's a version of you that has already ascended to a higher, expanded, uplifted state of consciousness, of an awareness and understanding of things, that doesn't feel vulnerable to and at the mercy of what's going on in this, in the storyline as you've been holding it. So that's what today's message is. The way out of a bad dream, of a nightmare, is to wake up from it, to ascend into your higher state. And it's easier now than ever because there's such momentum for it in the collective consciousness. Synchronistically, everything is helping us be able to wake up because that's what we're inbuilt to be able to do. And there's a collective agreement to wake up and come out of that being trapped in the bad dream state. So it's easier now than ever, and simply having the intention, the desire and intention to start vibrating with the version of you that has already woken up will change everything. You already exist there. Now you are consciously allowing and agreeing to start vibrating there, which just kind of gives you, it really, it's like a fast track available to you. So that's just what I wanted to give you today. I am seeing opening and just this, it's like the sun, but it's not our physical sun, but it's this light ball. And it's very intense and yellow, and I'm seeing safety with it. This is not only safe, it's the only safe place to go, guys. That's the other thing. The ego can say, well, I don't know if it's okay to shift what I thought I know, and I don't know if it's okay to expand. It's the only safe place to go. Guessing you sure haven't been safe where you've been with what you've been vibrating in and thinking is true, right? That was the message for today. On the note of the parallel realities and parallel universes timelines. So we did, went over an hour. We did a talk and a discussion, and I talked about it quite a lot. We had a discussion and some energies came in. I'm feeling like, first of all, I woke up at a completely different level, and I'm guessing the attendees and the people who watch it back are going to be having like, oh my golly, I understand things differently today and moving on. I'm feeling like next Tuesday, the 28th, is going to be a continuation of that subject because I'm feeling a meditation and some more, not just examples, but actually going in and feeling the different possibilities and going into vibration with a different version even of a past event. I feel those things coming on. What I'm saying is next, it'll be Tuesday, the 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern. It will be a continuation on that subject, at least substantially, that particular talk. So you're welcome to join us. I'll leave a link below for you to register for that. I am going to say if you join us for that one, I really strongly encourage you to watch the first one from last night. Watch it back. or the second one won't make as much sense to you. You won't have that foundation under you for it. So I will post that, not on YouTube. I'll post it on my Patreon page, but it will be free and open to the public. It will be free. I think you will need to click join as a free member to have access to that video. I'll do it some kind of way that way, but it will be a free thing that you can just watch if you want to, and then join us next Tuesday for a continuation and some meditation and shift into the ascended version of ourselves, if you will. So thank you for listening today. I wish you a most blessed, magical day, and enjoy the opening to your multidimensional self that already contains you, having woken up, ascended, becoming aware in different ways. And I am seeing, as I'm saying this to you, update, update. So have a wonderful day, everybody.